What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to how to start FC26 Ultimate Team, an absolute yearly classic guys where we go through the best practices in the early stages of the game for you to maximize your time on the game, getting the most packs, coins and players to start your FC26 journey. And this year, we have leagues instead of nations for the starting squad. And I went with the Prem and WSL. And instead of a loan this year, you now need to complete a Moments to get a Squad Foundations player pick. Once you've completed the Moments challenge, you then get given the chance to transfer over any FC points that you did have in FC25 and carry them through to FC26. The pick is between 5 players. All of them are pretty good. I went with Coop Miners. Who did you go with? Let me know down below. And of course, guys, as always, the thing that you're going to want to do first is just go and get your welcome backpacks. Now, there's a lot of people on my timeline already asking where on earth their FC points are, where on earth their icon pack is, and all of these bonus things. That won't come until the game is officially released. At midnight tonight UK time, or midnight your local time. What have we got there? Zardowski, Santi Comesana, some decent stuff there. Nothing too crazy. So that won't come. So during this early access period, the thing that I think people are going to want to do straight away. Wait, I don't know how to tell if that's a walkout or not, but is that a walkout? No, it's not. It's a tunnel though. What does that mean? 82 plus, 83 plus? No. Just an 80 rated, just a rare. We're still learning. The first things you're going to want to do, there's actually a whole bunch, after you open your packs, of course, there's a whole bunch of really fun and easy objectives that will enable you to pick up 4, 5, maybe even 6 of those Squad Foundation players that we just picked up one of anyway, and some SBCs that will also enable you to be able to get a decent player as well. And I'm going to take you through all of that today. We're going to go through the process. What there? Wait, is that? Oh my days. Mad Diallo looks very good, doesn't he? For a 79 rated. What is he? He's got cam, right mid, centre mid and right wing. Good pace, really good agility and balance with decent dribbling all around. Has technical play style, 4-star, 4-star. I mean, he's a 700 coin. That's mad. Oh, this is tradable. Okay, I'm actually going to discard both of these. Because that way, if Ahmad becomes more valuable, I can quick sell recover him. But I want the 800 coins. And I will show you why when we get into the objectives momentarily. And you guys might be smart to do the same sort of thing. Who's that? NepentheZ? You guys might be, smart to do the same sort of thing. Because getting yourself kind of like a little leg up in the early stages could end up being so valuable. What has NepentheZ got? Do you know what? For a starter player, he's pretty good. He's got finesse shot, game changer, which is a Travella, first touch and technical for a 77 rated striker. That is very good. That is very good. There's another 800 coins for us in the bag. Obviously, everything untradeable I'll be keeping. We've got the tunnel again, a Brazilian CDM from the Saudi League. Who's that going to be? Or Fabinho? I presume. Yeah, 82 rated Fabinho. Maybe I'll keep him for these upcoming games. Yeah, we'll send both of those bad boys into the club. And then we'll get our preview pack, just on the off chance that we actually get something good. We get a Greek left mid from the Pro League. Zolis, I think that is. It is Zolis. Well done. Indeed, good player him. Quite surprised he's still in the Pro League this year. Probably not worth anything in the game. And then we've also got our silver preview pack. Obviously, you want Rio in these packs because he's probably going to be extinct for the whole year. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of these kits are worth something, but I'm not going to look into them right now. What we're going to do before we get into some objectives, and I want to show you guys all of the objectives today because I think there's some brilliant ones to focus on first. The first thing we are going to do is focus on intro to SBCs. So intro to SBCs is super simple. The first thing you need is a maximum 64 rated player. Now, what I want you to do when you're building these SBCs is focus on taking players in your club that are not from the same nation and specifically not from the same club as other players. you are going to need 2 players from the same club at some point in these early SBCs. So we're going to take Hatton here from the English leagues. We're just going to pop him in. That gives us a silver pack. And yes, we want to get rid of that. We'll have a good team. No stress at all by the time we get around to it. And you can open the packs as you go, like I will. Or you can save them until you're kind of like in a position where you feel forced to open them. I can't believe I've actually just got another... What is that? Rotherham. I've just put in that Rotherham player. And I've got back out a Rotherham player. And that would have been the 2 players from the same club that I would have needed for one of the other ones. So this time around, guys, you need to put in 2 silver players. Okay, let's take NepentheZ. And let's take... Might as well use McWilliams now, because obviously I've just thrown away the other Rotherham player. And that gives us another silver pack, again, which we're going to open. And in these packs here, obviously everything you get is going to kind of be worthless to start with. We get Sunderland player there. But obviously, if you can get some coin unlocks, that would be very nice. We get Onin, Velez, Gabriel Bola, New York CFC and Hearts kits. Both of those are quite nice. That Wycombe Wanderers kit is quite nice as well. So some good stuff there to start with and to work with beginning. And then we need 3 players that are silver. These ones, as you can see, are going to be quite easy. What have we got? We've got Zulte, Varagem, and Universitario from the Libertadores. And we get a gold pack in this one, which is quite handy because we do need some gold players for the next SBC in there as well. All right, guys, after getting kicked out there, we've got some news from the team, but we're going to go through that in a moment. There's a lot of really fun stuff that I do want to show you that's in the game right now, but not before we get through these SBCs. You know, the SBC section unlocks a lot of the game. We've got a gold pack here, which again is going to be really important because we do need gold players for this. Sorry, I've got hiccups. This next stage, we get Lukic, Denki, Ionadis, and Breda. So as we go into SBCs, we're going to complete now Intro to SBCs. This requires 4 gold players. Obviously, you would have just got some gold players. But again, if you can, try to keep players from the same club. So I've got Tyreek George and Badiashile, which are going to be really, really handy for us. So we're going to get rid of these 4 golds here. Just some low-rated golds that don't really mean much to us. And it gives us a 2 rare gold players pack anyway, which is quite nice. And it gives us the group rewards, which is another 2 players pack. So we're going to go ahead to the store to open those. And this is where now the fun really begins. Because you... Wait, how do you know if it's a walkout or not? Imagine it's Mbappe. It's not. French striker from Marseille. Okay, could be quite a decent player still with that pace, shooting and dribbling. 81 rated Bourdieu. Not bad, to be fair. Not bad. And Griffo as well from the Bundesliga. And then we get a 2 players pack as well. And the rare is a silver, which is not ideal. And then we get Bracalo as well. You got options here. We can either go back into the SBC section and start working on the other SBCs. And there's reasons why I like them. So first of all, you've got your standard upgrades. A little bit disappointing from EA that these haven't changed whatsoever. But, you know, such is life. We've got the other foundations. Now, this Bozdogan is another player that you are just going to want to get into your team as quick as you can. This requires a 65 and overall player of minimum 2. So we need 2 players, and it has to be 2 silver players to go in here. And of course, if you have got some Eredivisie players, you're going to also want to save those as well, because you're going to need an Eredivisie player going forward. So we're going to pop him in, and we're going to pop him in as well. And then we're going to turn this one in. It gives us a small rare bronze pack, or bronze players pack, was it? Number 2, this is where we need an Eredivisie player, and we in general need 2 players that are rated 70 or higher. So if we do have an Eredivisie player, that would be fantastic. I don't know if we have, because we also need them to be 70 or higher rated, so we don't. So we can't carry on with this this section right now. Of course, you could go and buy an Eredivisie 70 rated player, but I have a feeling they're going to be quite expensive. We will have a look, though, if we go for the Eredivisie. So if you get a tradable one, it might well be worth selling. Do we get any Eredivisie players And then you got to ask yourself the question of, is it worth buying any Eredivisie players? Is there any gold showing up here? Is it worth buying any Eredivisie players for this objective? Yes, if you can get them at around the 300 to 400 coin mark. Anything beyond that, I think is probably not worth it. You know, you will pack one eventually. Don't waste your coins on that. We then need 2 gold players, one of them being German. And of course, we can work through some other SBCs to really help ourselves. Have I even got a German gold? No, I haven't. Brilliant. I can't do any of this. That's fantastic. And then can't fake chemistry, where we need 5 chemistry, 1 rare player. This can all be bronzes, right? So just go and get like English players or something. We've got Bradbury in there. He's English and rare. We've got, yeah, we'll take Lazel from City, another English rare player. And then in at centre mid, have we got an English player again? If not, we could be in a bit of trouble. We haven't. We're in a bit of trouble. And so we'll also come back to that one as well. Never mind. So we couldn't do that section right there. And so that takes us to the objectives, where I think there is some brilliant stuff here early on. And the first thing you're going to want to focus on is new beginnings. Play 3 squad battles games, play squad battles featured squad, score 5 goals in any game mode, and complete the Football 101 group within Foundation Moments. That gives you a silver pack, a small silver players pack, 200 coins, and a bronze pack. And it gives you your second player already, which will be Bruninha at right back. She's only 3-star, but a decent card to start with for right back. You know, for these day 1 cards you've got, and for building that first squad that you're going to take into a tournament, because that's our ultimate aim here, is to get into a tournament game. She's got tiki-taka, press proven, and long throw, and then also has fullback and wingback plus at right back, fullback plus and wingback plus. So a pretty good card to go and complete. Playing 3 squad battles matches is easy. Playing the featured squad is easy. Scoring 5 goals is easy. And completing Football 101 is easy. I will give one tip for the play 3 squad battles game, right? Don't play on the lowest difficulty unless you are really willing to have... Oh, this must be Bateson's team. Unless you are really willing to forfeit rewards. We get rewards here on Sunday. You want to try and get up as high as you can here. So what I would suggest is play Team of the Week on Semi-Pro, play the featured squad on Semi-Pro, and just keep replaying these over and over and over to get the play games objective done, because it will be important. Now, before I go and play those squad battles games, and of course you guys are going to go and play them as well, I just want to show you through some other objectives, because we can combine multiple things at once here. So club maintenance, change the name, apply a chem style, apply 1 consumable, and change formation. We'll do that accidentally, but it's worth going out of your way to go and do those things to get these things. So we're going to change our club name. I was called Team Sweat. We're now going to be called... I'm just going to call myself Prestige 26 this time. Maybe I'll call myself NepentheZ FC. Go really basic with it. Really boring. Really boring. NepentheZ FC. How about that? And the abbreviation will be NFC for NepentheZ FC. Boom. There's our club name done. Right now. Can we rename that as many times as we want? That'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? That is another objective done, which is quite nice. That gives you a consumables pack, which is important because it will give you a chem style. And obviously, one of the other objectives is to apply a chem style, which gives you another chem style. But the chem style that applying a chem style gives you, that's a lot of the word chem style, is... What do we get? Sniper, Finisher, Artist, Architect, Powerhouse, Sentinel, Wall... 1,000 coin unlock, love that, and a League 2 manager item. It gives you an anchor. Now, anchors, I would save it unless you've got a player that you're just really like happy to play on there. But what I'm going to do personally here, what player am I actually going to be looking to use in the club? We've got ourselves, Coop Miners here. I'm glad I picked him because he's nice and tall. So I want to apply a consumable to him. well, it offered me Maestro. Oh, I accidentally put Architect on. I'm just going to keep Architect on him now because I'm not going to waste another Chem Star. I didn't mean to put Architect on him. It was a misclick. So that is 2 more objectives that we've got. Oh, 3 more objectives that we've got done there. Club maintenance here. Apply a Chem Star. That gives us an anchor. Very nice to just put into the team. And again, I would personally save that for when you get a player that makes sense for you. And then we've got another one that completes us for 200 coins. Market Mastery. This is another fun one. This is why I wanted the coins in the first place, guys, because buy a player, list a player, buy 3 items, and list 3 items gives us a Shadow, a Hunter, 200 coins, and a small silver players pack, and then a player pick as well. And so what I would suggest anybody to do right now is just go and buy 3 bronze players and list them straight back up again. Obviously, the best thing to do is going to be to go and buy some bronze rares for 200 coins because they've got a much better chance of selling on again, and even more so, especially if they are 64 rated, you'll have a much better chance of them selling on again. And if you can be bothered, I also think going into maybe like English players or the Premier League or like a top 5 league would be even better. But this is why I wanted the coins, because I'm just going to buy these and relist these, and that completes, I believe, all of those objectives. It certainly completed the buy and list player ones. There you go. Yeah. So, oh, is that giving me the club thing? No, it's giving me Path to Pro. Fully complete the Mastery Market objective. Nice. That's an 82 plus rare player. It's also given us the Market Mastery, which gives us 4 packs or 4 rewards anyway. 200 coins, a Hunter, a Shadow, a small silver players pack, and then this gold player pick here. Now, if you don't get someone insane in here, which obviously we're going to, right? Creator luck and all that. If there is an Eredivisie player, take the Eredivisie player. Now, I'm actually going to take Leroy Sané here because I think he's going to be very good for my team. It's untradeable, of course, but he has got Power Shot, Game Breaker, Game Changer, I beg your pardon, Quick Step and Rapid. He's got good pace, good dribbling, and good shooting for a starting player, and 4-star skill moves as well. So Leroy Sané for me will go in there, and we'll also take the Path to Pro section 1, and then head to the store to rip open those packs, because once again, we will go back into the SBCs once we finally pack an Eredivisie player. So do we have an Eredivisie player in here? No. And even if we did, they would have to also be above 70 rated. And then we get an 82 plus rare gold player pack, which again is going to really help us when it comes to... Wait. No. It's Rafa, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to really help us when it comes to, beating the AI and getting the squad battle stuff done. Rafa's not a terrible player. Oh, my days. First touch, quick step, rapid, acrobatic, and inventive. Very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. And so going back to the objectives, guys, as I was going to say, and actually getting Rafa there is going to be really, really huge. I'm going to do New Beginnings. I'm not going to take you through it with me. I'm just going to come back once I've finished it. I don't know how this hasn't worked yet, but we'll get there. Path to Pro, complete New Beginnings, Venturing Out, Diving In, Club Maintenance, and FC Competitor. There's some really good packs for these, but what are these things? So we've got Venturing Out, which gives you this 83 fry. He's got intercept, block, and long ball pass. He's got decent defending and physical and okay pace. He's 83 rated. He's 6'3". You need to complete New Beginnings to unlock Venturing Out. You also then need to complete Venturing Out to unlock Diving In, and Diving In gives you this Kearns card, and she also looks reasonably good, reasonably well-rounded, ticky and incisive with Relentless as well. Very good indeed. And once you've completed Diving In, you get to go for On Your Way for a Sam Sturridge. And Sturridge at 6'3" has got decent pace, decent shooting, decent physical, decent dribbling and passing. And I dare say he might be a very, very, very good player in game. He's got finesse shot, quick step, and technical as well. And so what we'll get off the back of this is Fry, Hearns, Sturridge, a few extra packs, Bruninha. But also, what we want to focus on a little bit, guys, as we go into these first games, is the daily and weekly objectives. They'll just happen by themselves. We're not really focusing too much on them. These are the things that I'm absolutely in love with. You only have to complete one of the 2 challenges here to get this Bobby Moore World Tour silver card. Win 50 matches with a full English starting 11, or play 100 matches with a full English starting 11. I'm not going to focus on that one right now. We've got the Black Spider for Yashin. Keep 10 clean sheets whilst having 3 silver players in your starting 11. This we will start working on immediately. We will go and put 3 silver players in our squad battles squad here, and we'll start getting those silver, those clean sheets straight away. Alternatively, it's play 40 with 3 silvers in your starting 11. For Samba Flair for Grincha, play 25 matches with 6 Brazilians, or score in 15 separate squad battles matches, minimum professional difficulty, using a Brazilian player. If you feel confident enough in your skills and your team straight away, start working on this. Put a Brazilian in your starting 11 or on the bench and start scoring some goals. You don't have to win the games, you just have to score the goals. And then the Portuguese Panther, we've got score a goal in 100 separate games using a Portuguese player. Again, you could do this one whilst using 6 Portuguese players in your starting 11, or you could do this here. You've got to start it eventually. So putting a Portuguese player on your bench right now and trying to score goals with them is going to be very, very valuable. And then this one here, win 12 out of 20 matches in the World Tour Superstars League, or assist 100 goals using an English player in separate games. So assist a goal in 100 separate games. So the 12 out of 20 matches in the World Tour Superstars League, that is not here. I don't know where the World Tour Superstars League is. Was it a live event? I'm sure I just saw it a moment ago. Either way, in the live events, we've got the Early Access Elimination Tournament. Now, you get 5 entries per day, and it refreshes every day up until like it runs out on September the 25th. You want to try and get a team good enough in this next day, half a day or whatever. Try and enter this as soon as possible. And the reason why is because not only do you get access to the Early Access Finale, but you get packs for doing it, and you get really good rewards for doing it. When we go into the live event section, Early Access Elimination, play 1 for 3 common packs, play 5 for a 78 plus player pack, play 10 for a 3 times WSL players pack, play 20 for a 3 times NWSL players pack, win in the round of 16 for 3 more common players, win in the quarterfinals for 3 Bundesliga players, win in the semi-finals for 3 La Liga players, and win the tournament for this 84 rated Dolan. Now, he looks pretty good. He's only 5-star, 5-star. He's got right mid, left mid, cam, and right wing, and decent stats in there. Whip pass, incisive pass, trickster, and a lot of positions. If you win it for a second time, you get a 5 Premier League players pack. And if you win it for a third time, you get a 75x5 with the group reward of a 75x2. But not only that, winning it gives you access to this, which doesn't start for 8 days, 4 hours, but it gives you access to another tournament that gives even better rewards and is just going to be fun to play in. And then here is the World Tour Silver Superstars League. I guess this is going to be a friendly that opens, and it hasn't opened yet because we don't have access to it. But we're going to have to go and get those silver players to be able to go for it. In for the campaign, guys, we've got the weekly rush points for an 82x2, and then in milestones, it's your standard milestones. These have been nerfed massively, guys, so I wouldn't actually focus on these too much. This is a sort of thing where it's like, if I complete them by accident, cool. For the assist mastery, for the first own there, you've got a 100k pack for the assist mastery. You have got a rare players pack as the best pack for 300 assists. In my personal opinion, it used to be worthwhile going into squad battles, playing on beginner, and just smashing the AI silly. I just don't think it's worthwhile doing anymore. I think you're much better off spending your time elsewhere in the game. And so what I'm going to go and do now, guys, is I'm going to go and take a few moments to finish off New Beginnings, which is play 3 squad battles matches on any difficulty, play the squad battles featured squad on any difficulty, score 5 goals, and then complete the 101 foundations. But of course, I can also finish off some other things whilst I do it, although I'm not going to try. I'm just going to go and complete this as quick as I can, and I will be right back. Right, guys, as I have finished the 101 footballing setup, something that I'm not going to do in today's video that you guys should do is focus on the stars, because the star store is full of tradable packs. And once you get 60 stars in the seasonal section here, 60 stars gives you a 50k pack. You can get one of them, and it is tradable. You can also get a draft token for 25, a consumables pack for 10, and a welcome pack for 1. And this welcome pack is definitely going to be worthwhile opening. We're getting a German striker from the Bundesliga, from Borussia Mönchengladbach. It is going to be... Who is it going to be? Tim Kleindienst. He's got a playstyle plus, which is quite fun. But this also, guys, is tradable. So worst case scenario here, you've got thousands and thousands of coins worth of discardable content. Hunter's probably quite cheap right now. Yeah, certainly so. I'll hold on to those for now. Let me just send all that up to the trade pile. So yeah, the 1-star pack is going to be worthwhile straight away. And then obviously the 60-star rare gold players pack is also going to be worthwhile. I'm not going to sit here and grind that out for this video because it's going to take you about 45 minutes to complete the easiest options to get those 60 stars. But what we have got off the back of finishing all of that is New Beginnings finished. This is another new player. Bruninha, 200 coins and some more packs. And after opening those packs, hopefully we will be able to go a bit further and do some more SBCs. Because, of course, the primary objective here is just building a squad that's competent enough to go into the tournament to the point where you're not going to feel like you're just completely out of your depth. Since we've done that, we have now unlocked, guys, Venturing Out. This is for Fry. So this is play 3 rush matches. This is complete the Foundations Evo, score 10 goals, and play 5 games in any mode. It's, again, some good coins. It's like, you know, we're going to get an intro to rewards Evo's evolution. We're going to get an architect chem style and some coins in a gold pack, and the group reward will be Fry. And then once you've done that, like, you really should focus on going into diving in and then on your way. And the reason why I do believe that you really should focus on doing those things is because these foundation players, although they don't have the bonus chemistry this year, which is really disappointing, these foundation players certainly do have better stats than most of the players that you're going to pack from the early stages. Now, of course, if you've got FC points and you're buying packs and stuff, all of this is going to be kind of irrelevant for you, right? If you've just gone straight into the store, it's probably not going to be super valuable to you whatsoever. But if you're sitting there free to play like me and you want to just get the absolute best out of everything that you can do, this is how you will do it. So from these packs that we've got here now, we're looking for specifically a 70 rated Eredivisie player. We get a Premier League 70 rated there. We get a lot of good silvers. We get an Eredivisie player, but he's 68 rated. So that's a bit of a shame. We're now at a point, though, with 5,500 coins, where if we don't pack one, I might go and buy one. We don't get any Eredivisie players there. Eredivisie players. We also get ourselves another silver pack, and we'll go and see what we can do after what we've got here. Nothing Eredivisie related there either, unfortunately. No coin unlock either, which is really sad because those coin unlocks come in very handy. And then a bronze pack, which of course also won't have an Eredivisie player. So it might be time to buy a gold Eredivisie player because we do want to get that Bogzodan. I can't remember what his name is. If we go into the challenges section, the club is yours. I'm just not going to do. And the England generation one, I don't think is worthwhile just yet. But this most certainly is. So this does need our Eredivisie player. And so if we just go to the transfer market, I have a feeling now at gold level, the players should be somewhere around the 600 coin mark or less. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're looking good now. Now more people are on the game. These players are coming right down to that 350 coin mark. So 350 coins, I don't mind spending. And then I just want a 70 rated player outside of that. Specifically someone who's not going to be helpful anywhere else. He's rare, so we'll keep hold of him. So we'll pop Lorena Navarro in there. And that completes the next section for us. Now, the rest of this should be really, really reasonable and really easy to complete. So we'll complete it all before we go further. So we need a German player in here, gold, and then also another gold player. Did we manage to pick up a German player? We've got Leroy Sané, but I really wouldn't want to get rid of him. And so I don't actually have a German gold. And thus, I will just use Leroy Sané. You know, he's 700 coins anyway. He is untradeable anyway. He's actually 800 or 900 coins. But in the essence of completing these objectives, getting these SBCs in, he's really nice to use in the SBC because we got him from that player pick. And then finally, the can't fake chemistry. I want to go and get an English centre mid. Let's get this guy right here. He goes in. That's our chemistry. That's our bronze pack. That's a few coins down the drain, but it's not the end of the world to get Bozdogan as another one of our special cards. We now have 3 of these foundation players in our squad already, which of course is really, really nice. And as I say, guys, like, you know, in terms of how to start the game, in terms of what you want to do first, this is where I think you go. You know, you go and get those objectives done first. Make sure you go and do your stars. Getting those stars done will be very handy to get that tradable 50k pack. You know, worst case scenario, you're going to get around 7,000 to 10,000 coins worth of discardable players. Best case scenario, you hit something huge that makes a big impact for you. And if you get somewhere in the middle ground where you get, you know, a reasonable player or a sellable player for like 10 or 15,000 coins, that's going to be great news as well. So we get Sancho, Choupo-Moting, and Brahim. Was that Brahim there? From that pack. So to look at what we've got, and I haven't been playing for long. You know, I've only been on the account for like an hour and a bit. And although I haven't gone into online play yet, we have got this Bozdogan. We have got this Bruninha. Now, she goes in at right mid, which is quite nice. She can go... Oh, my days. Bozdogan can go in there. As I say, guys, I'm a bit disappointed with the fact that these guys don't have bonus chemistry this year. But this card is also quite decent. He's only 3-star, 3-star. He does have CDM, which is quite nice. He's got decent passing, decent physical outside of jumping, really tidy dribbling for a free card, and good shooting from range. And then he does have first touch, intercept, and ping pass, which I think is all very nice. So we're now at 3 players, 3 of these promo cards into our team. But not only that, we have worked on a whole bunch of other objectives and a whole bunch of other content. So the next thing you would do is go and do the rush games, the Evo, score 10 and play 5. And that will give you obviously a nice little boost. And the Evo that we've got here, the Welcome to Evolutions, the Intro to Evolutions, it just gives you 1 pace and 1 shooting. It's max overall 81. I would try and find somebody that works for you. On this account, for example, though, this Bordeaux is a very good option because she will go up to 83 shooting, maxed out at 83 pace. But that is a really decent card for the early stages. Alternatively, if you wanted to take someone like, for example, Gonçalo Ramos and get him up to that 80 shooting, I wouldn't do this. I would wait until I got one of the Arsenal players like a Gabriel Jesus or something that fits in here. But it works. And then you've got the cosmetics. And you've got the training camp Evos as well. The last thing that we have to talk about is the season pass. Now, obviously, if you got the pre-order, the Ultimate Edition, you will get this for free. So don't buy it if you've got that. They haven't released it yet for the Ultimate Edition. I believe it will be midnight tonight when everybody gets access to the game rather than the trial. But the Season Pass is there as well. Now, there's a lot of quality content on the Season Pass, and it's also a really nice... they've done a really nice way of kind of like showcasing what's available this time compared to last time. So getting your SP is going to be valuable. And of course, you can get SP from a multitude of different positions. Clubs objectives. You've got clubs coins in there, and in there, and in there, and in there. Is there no SP in clubs anymore? There's no SP there for clubs objectives. Manager, player objectives. Here we go. So clubs has got its own thing, I guess. There's no player objectives at the moment. Manager Live. There you go. So there's Manager Live weekly objectives that are there right now. You can get yourself a total of 1,050 SP for completing 3 live challenges. That's a lot of SP straight away. Manager objectives, there is nothing there yet. And then obviously we've got the UT objectives and the seasonal objectives, which you'll do these by like just accidentally. It's not a huge amount of SP, but it is worth focusing on them because the faster you get up that season pass, the better your team will become quicker. And you just want to have as good a team as you possibly can by time crunch time comes, you know. So right now, after you've done what I've got up to here, I think the primary objective is completing venturing out. Completing Path to Pro might be a bit difficult. Complete venturing out, complete diving in, Complete club maintenance objective. What was the club maintenance? Oh yeah, that's just the formation one, which we should finish pretty soon. And once you've done that, you need to complete the FC competitor objective group, which is this one. Play 3 online, basically play 10 online and play 5 rivals matches. Once you've completed these as well, which gives another like really good selection of items, the Path to Pro gives you a 1 of 3 max 86 team of the week player, but that is also going to be very handy. So I would absolutely focus these foundation objectives before anything else. Then I would move on to the seasonal objectives. You know, some of these things here, have we been working on some of these? No, I haven't done any of them. You can work on these as well. It's going to be interesting to know how the best way to do this. I think it's just going to be a play-it-by-ear sort of thing. And then in live events, of course, World Tour Superstars, we can't do anything more in there. But the tournament is worth playing for. There's some really good packs and a decent player in that tournament, and then in for the campaign. Go and get your rush points. It's nothing crazy here, just some packs, but it's definitely going to be worthwhile. And then, like I say, guys, for me personally, milestones are something that I'm not going to focus on too intensely. I will complete those as they happen accidentally. Go into your SBC section, make sure to get the Foundations SBCs completed as well. And so we'll have intro to upgrade SBCs and intro to challenge SBCs. These ones are pretty decent. I just think there's a lot of players required for what you need, and I don't know if I like that. So if we just go rating low to high and ignore, that will just put in 11 bronzes. That might already be taking some bronzes out of my squad. It is, but it does give us a silver pack as well. In the silver pack, you obviously may well get yourself that Eredivisie silver in there as well. It is. Oh, okay. I thought this was a 6-player pack. That's why I was a bit reluctant to put the bronzes in. This is an 12-player silver pack. That's brilliant. Oh, there's Okonkwo there. He's an ex-Arsenal player, isn't he? That's actually brilliant getting that pack, because now you could just go and put your silvers in here that you literally just got out of that pack. So we'll go low to high. Minimum overall will dice up to 65. And then go and do that again. I might keep that City player if she's in there. Oh, she is, yeah. I might keep her because she's going to be a lot easier to utilise for future SBCs. And that gives us a gold pack in here as well. And so we open the gold pack. Come on, give us something special. No, we're just going to get ourselves a Brazilian NWSL player. Eamon. Oh, 2 NWSL players. Gallardo, the Celtic kit, the Ajax kit, and a ball in there as well. So nothing too crazy there either. And then last but not least, here we need 83 and lower overall players is minimum 6. So you need 6 players. Doesn't have to be any 83 and lower, yeah. Doesn't have to be any quality players or anything like that. I'm just going to auto-populate it. I'm actually going to keep these NWSL players because I know that they are moving mad on the market right now. They're really good for certain other SBCs, and we're going to turn that one in. Not only do we get a premium gold pack for completing the singular objective, we also get a 2 rare gold players pack for completing the group objective, and it leaves the intro to challenge SBCs. All right, guys, as an aside, I have progressed my own self a little bit on, so I'm putting this into the video after the fact. But the intro to challenge SBCs are actually really good ones to do. Thank you very much, Editor Josh, for letting me know. It's because I read them wrong. So the first one is Leagues Maximum 2, Gold Players Minimum 2, 81 and lower overall players minimum 3. I read that as 81 and higher. So we don't need any chemistry here. We just need 2 golds. And we just need 3, like maximum 2 leagues, effectively, which becomes really easy because we can then throw in a bronze, and we'll pop in, let's pop in Feng Jin in there, and then we just need to put in 2 golds from the same league, which I'm pretty sure we've got. And of course, we can't do cards that are super high rated. So we have 2 Serie A players in there. And that is the first one done, and gives us a gold pack back that gives us back more than what we got, than what we spent in the club. Of course, we spent 2 golds and a bronze, and our game's crashed, but we also are going to get a gold pack that's going to give us a little bit more returned. So let's actually grab our gold pack. Who knows? Maybe we get a walkout. We don't. We get ourselves... Is it going to show up? Lavassier, a French league right back. We also get Feld Chori and a whole bunch of other stuff that we don't really care about, but is nice to have in the club for sure. And let's go ahead and go for the SBCs again and go back to those foundation SBCs and complete the intro to challenge SBCs. The second one requires exactly 2 countries, minimum 2 goals, but maximum 82 rated. So once again, exactly 2 countries becomes real easy, because what we're just going to do is go low to high. We're going to get 2 bronzes from the same nation. I probably should have kept those Chinese players for here, to be fair, shouldn't I? What have we got? We've got two Spanish players can go in there. And then we need 2 golds, also Spanish or just generally from the same nation in here. Oh, perfect. Perfect. We'll take those 2 golds right there. We just got one of those out of the pack. And that's another gold pack. So again, we're now trading in, don't crash this time, please, 2 golds and 2 bronzes for a gold pack, which is very nice. We get a rare back this time around. Not going to be a walkout or a board. And a few other consumables that will help us on our journey to succeeding in FC 26. It's going to take a little minute for me to get used to saying FC 26. Next up, we need maximum 2 clubs. Player quality is minimum gold. And then just maximum 83. So maximum 2 clubs. So this is going to be another situation where we need 3 golds, 2 from the same club, and then just an any gold. Now, do I have 2 from the same club? That's going to be the question. Yes, I do. Danjuma and Copete can go in there with Sierro, and we'll pop those in. That gives us another gold pack. Man, wouldn't it be nice to get a coin unlock or a draft token or something out of the gold pack? Would be very nice. We're going to get Manchester United's, who is that? Turland? Is that her name? We get Mukiele Stoikers, and indeed we do get Turland, our first ever FC 26 duplicate player. And the final one is 2 rare players, minimum gold, and then has to be max overall of 83 was that. So I'll pop Turland in there as the common. Oh, its max overall is 84. And then other than that, just 2 gold. No, I don't want special, just 2 gold rares. It's... Oh, man. I really don't like the... There's no way I don't have any gold rares. There's no way. Come on. Be sensible. The way they've changed the menus, they look nice, but they feel weird. Right, we get Natalia Ramos and Pansiu in there. And that is the last one done for a premium gold player pack. And as the group reward, we also get ourselves... What? A 2 rare gold players pack. So this one, although I initially thought it was like minimum overall 81s and stuff, which would have been ludicrous, let's be real. This one is actually very well worth doing. We're going to get ourselves a... I think that's an 80 plus. It might be a team of the week, though. Not a team of the week. It is just an 80 plus. Oh, maybe not. I can tell... I know when it's a walkout, and I know when it's not a board or better. We get a Ruben Neves. But I don't know how to tell... Yes, 1,000 coins. Love that. I don't know how to tell when it's like either an 80 plus or an 83 plus. And then our 2 rare gold player packs, guys. We're going to get Zorgain, I believe that is. It is indeed 78 rated, along with Jota from Celtic. And so there we go. That is all of those foundation SBCs completed. So in almost no time at all, guys, we've built a reasonable gold team, and we'll go and see what we can do right at the end. Oh, that's the walkout. Hold on. It's going to be Burger. Maybe it's not a walkout. Maybe that's the tunnel just for like an 83 plus. Oh, she is a walkout. Oh, let's go. Our first walkout, guys. How about that? How about that? We also get Perro Magnin in there. But Burger 86, she's probably not worth a whole bunch. No, she's not. But it's nice to pack a walkout. You could tell when the tunnel comes out like that straight away that there's a walkout there, can't you? And then a premium gold pack, guys, which isn't going to be too kind to us whatsoever. Portuguese manager and a whole bunch of nothing else. So with the other SBC setup that's there that we could do, I think it requires like a little bit more. Not the club is yours. I think this isn't worth doing for a while. It's only a 60 rated SBC squad that you need. But players from one club, minimum 2. This is why I said about keeping the players from one club. Leagues minimum 3, same league maximum 4, chemistry minimum 10. If I actually just built a low-rated bronze team in the correct positions... Hold on, let me clear that. I think I might end up getting extremely, extremely close just by doing that. So we need 10 chemistry... and 2 players from the same club. So what I'm going to go and do is I'm going to go ahead and get myself Raheem Sterling in here from Chelsea. And then we're going to go and put Izzy on the bench here. We're going to go and put Badiashile in at centre-back. Do I want to use 2 golds? Not really, but that does give us the content there. And then I'm just going to fill up the rest of the team with some English players until we get all of that chemistry that we need, which shouldn't be too difficult. I thought I had a few extra English players that were bronze anyway. Do we have more English players here? Yeah, so we've got Tyreek George as well. And that is a 10 chemistry right there. And so that's a small Electrum Players pack. And we've been kicked out at the same time, which is hilarious, isn't it? Because do you know what's going to have happened there? I'm going to log back in. There was this bug in last year's game. It was really, really, really frustrating. I'm going to log back in. And it's the SBC formation is going to have changed. So I'm not going to bother doing that. But you can complete those formations, guys. Go and complete those objectives. And that will send you on your way to build a squad good enough for free. And I think that's the thing that is the most important here. If you're just going to spend FC points, that's fine, right? That's each their own on that one. But for free, if you want to play the game, I mean, I'm not going to have like the best chemistry squad here. We're not going to have like the absolute most outrageous team here. We've got Lukic can go in at centre mid there. We've got a few other players on the trade pile as well in the transfer market that could be quite handy and quite useful. We don't have too much in by way of centre backs, but what we also do have is we do have a few thousand coins as well. So not a bad way to start things off, guys. You know, why is it? Hold on. Surely there's some gold there. I was going to say, man. EA have got some fixing to do, guys, I think, with the way some of the things kind of like get caught up. The settings not resetting and stuff automatically, because that's quite frustrating. But Benacer's gone to Dinamo Zagreb, has he? But we've got a reasonable... Let me put Border you up front because she's pretty decent. A reasonable setup here. Off the jump, you know, we could go and use those coins to improve it a bit more. What I would continue doing now, though, is I would continue doing the objectives to go ahead and get the other Foundations players. I would go and get my stars, complete all of those stars to get that 50k pack. I would then go and play the tournament and the rivals games to complete it and get the team of the week as well. And by the time you finished all of that, your team will be looking very tidy or little to no effort and not too many hours spent in the game. So that, guys, is how we start Ultimate Team. You know, really, really nice, really, really easy. If this helped you whatsoever, guys, make sure to leave a like on the video. Subscribe for more content. Hit that bell to get notified because there's going to be so much FC26 content coming out now that the game is finally here. As always, thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. I'm out. Peace.